Steph Curry's performance this season has a lot of y'all doubters looking really foolish at this moment. What Steph was able to do this season will not be forgotten about anytime soon.
Batman, 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 what? Batman, Batman, yeah. Batman, yeah. Batman, yeah. Batman, Batman, hey, Batman, Batman, what? Mr. Never use a gap, man. Yeah. Never turn like a bat fan.
What is going on, y'all? This is your boy A1 Hoops back up in your notification box with another video. And before we go ahead and do that, make sure you hit that subscribe button and follow me on all these social media platforms for more daily basketball content. Now, with that out of the way, today's video is going to be about Steph Curry and what he was able to do this season. What he was able to do is very important for his legacy because for the first time in his career, he was tasked with carrying the team or being a floor raiser, so to speak. Now, prior to this season beginning, the questions around Steph Curry were simply, can he do what many of his contemporaries were able to do? And that is drag a subpar team to the playoffs. This season, there would be no Klay Thompson, and Kevin Durant is long gone. Obviously, he plays in Brooklyn now. So people were wondering, hey, can Steph Curry do what someone like Russell Westbrook or James Harden or Damian Lillard have done time and time again in the past? And with the season concluding today, let's go ahead and get into what he was able to do. If you take a look on the screen, we have his 2020-2021 stats on the screen. He put up 31.8 points per game, 5.7 assists per game, 5.5 rebounds. He shot 48.4% from the field, along with 42% shooting from three, 92% shooting from the free throw line, and a 65% true shooting percentage. Not to mention, he just won the scoring title over Bradley Beal. Not to mention the fact that he's averaging more points this season than he did the year he won unanimous MVP, which was back in 2016. Now, moving on, let's take a look at Steph Curry's impact on the Warriors this season. We're going to be doing this by looking at something called on-off stats. Now, what this stat shows us is how well the Golden State Warriors were able to perform with Steph on the court versus when he was off of it. When Steph Curry was on the court actively playing, the Golden State Warriors had an offensive rating of 115.4, which is pretty good. When Steph Curry was on the bench, however, it dropped down all the way to 104.5, which is actually pretty damn awful. Now, taking a look at his team's net rating. When Steph Curry was on the court for the Golden State Warriors, they had a net rating of 3.97, which means on average they were outscoring their opponent by about 4 points per 100 possessions when Steph was on the court. However, when he sat, the Warriors went from outscoring their opponents by 4 to being on average outscored by almost a point per 100 possessions. Now, what does this actually mean in English? It basically means when Steph Curry is on the court, the Warriors, on average, were usually outscoring their opponents. As soon as he sat down, and they're getting outscored, if that makes any sense. Now, let's take a look at something a little bit more simpler. Steph Curry this season has played 62 games, not counting the game he will play today. And in these games that he did play, the Golden State Warriors had a record of 36-26, which would be about a 48 to 49 win pace in a regular season. However, in the 9 games that he didn't play, the Golden State Warriors were complete trash. They were 2-7. So to deny the difference that Steph Curry makes at this point, or to deny his incredible season at this point, is completely ludicrous. This season, he has completely silenced all the haters and critics and has tore the league apart. In just this season, he put up 37 30-point games, not to mention an 11-game streak in which he scored 30 points. He has 10 40-point games this season, 3 50-point games, and he dropped 62 on the Portland Trail Blazers back in January. This Warriors team is complete garbage. Outside of Dre and Steph, it's basically nobody. You have Andrew Wiggins, who's inconsistent. You have Kelly Oubre, who's hurt. And outside of that, who else is there? Klay Thompson, as I mentioned earlier, is injured. So Steph was able to pull this off and drag his team all the way to the 9th spot, which means his team is in the play-in with a chance to actually be in the playoffs. Despite all the missed games, the COVID restrictions, and things of that nature. Steph has nothing left to prove in his career, and if you're still a Curry hater at this point, he basically living rent-free, brother. Now, with that out of the way, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Definitely hit that comment, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Follow me on all these social media platforms for more hoop content. And with that out of the way, it's Hoops signing off.